Afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Dafuq Is. This time I'm doing it on RebelGalaxy. So what is it? It's a space trading combat sim game along a very similar lines to Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen. Now, it's a strange one because the movement is two-dimensional rather than up, down, left, right and 3D. But don't let that put you off. It's a fantastic space shooter that I've enjoyed immensely.
6 days ago, you received a cryptic message from your Aunt Juno, the family black sheep who you haven't seen or heard from in over 10 years. The message provided the access codes to the Rasputin, a near derelict spacecraft and a relic of her younger days. Also included were the coordinates to Rust City, an out-of-the-way space station with a questionable reputation. She practically begged you to meet her there as quickly as possible. Now, after several days of travel and a few unscheduled maintenance stops, you have at last arrived. This is a place of liars and thieves. You wonder how you let yourself get dragged to such a godforsaken backwater.
So, this is at the very start of the game, so to avoid any spoilers from later story mode or anything. So your cannons are fired from the side, or you can do a bit more precision.
Accelerating to sublight. Engines at maximum. Collision warning. Full stop. Engines at maximum.
Mondo cambiso giunno, Sambo copaldo, Ando jetei, Rando bondur, Jando botondo candosei, Bando bozotondo, Jando bocal, Rando zavara, Ando zei, Jambondo specter, Rando vei, Jando bova, Frontoska, Yando bojanda, Corno bajatenko, Zando joetanda, Rendo bozaldo voshu, Juno bondo zozofonde ye, Lalla, Zonzon gumodoce, Ando soskova whiskey, in the grela, Manjundabo, Ando zovar, Hando, Rando, beef huntro crate, Andoya, Bronson co.
So yeah, so a lot of it revolves around going to a central hub, speaking to the bartenders, speaking to quest givers, and then going and doing something, whether that's retrieving cargo, destroying and claiming a bounty, or just general flying around stuff. Now, the actual flying is interesting. Because it's not what I'm used to, because I play a lot of Elite Dangerous. It makes things, I don't know, kind of unique. That's probably the best word to use. So you've got your 4 levels of speed, and you've also got your boost on top of that.
needed.
So here's warp speed. Now, the irritating thing about this is little bits of debris that hit you can bring you out of the warp, and that's frustrating as hell. Actually, there's no up-down movement, it is purely left and right, but that doesn't detract from anything.
Exiting sublight. Accelerating to sublight. Hail. Collision warning. Hailing.
Hey there. Orders you send you? Got my payment? Pleasure doing business with you.
Mission complete.
Safe travel.
So now that we've completed the first quest, let's go and
Collision warning.
let's head back, complete it, and then get the first upgrade for the ship. So there's the Rasputin, a lovely little design. You do get bigger and better ships later on. One slight irritation I've got with this is the upgrade system. Because when you upgrade a ship, you kind of don't really need to buy other ships if you don't want to. Because if you buy the best armor, the best shields, the best weaponry,
Sublight.
it has the same effect on, for example, the Rasputin than it does on a more expensive ship. So, for example, say if we had the Manticore, any high level upgrades will give you the same strength on the Hammerhead. So there's not really a kind of a massive point in changing it unless you want to.
Senso andozo toyopotara und trankten zandobojino tronta und valume andozo ke jandoze mando koboshe ando simplo romoton gandozo kon andobojimun ente vendukan.
So let's go. Sorry, mercenary.
Name's Garrus. I hear you're looking for someone who can fly. That the case? Good to be working with you, kid. Let's blow this.
So mercenaries, they just follow you around. They help you kill stuff. You can only have one at any time, I believe. But they actually do help quite a bit. Let's leave the bar and go back to equipment bay. Weapons. There is a little bit of, well, there's a fair bit of ship customization as well, though. So you can add various subsystems to it that do different things. So it has a lot of nice little touches, which is what makes the game really interesting.
Engines at maximum.
Sorry. Sorry.
Scatter.
You just give the word.
Accelerate.
And there's my little mercenary.
Exiting satellite.
So I'll do this mission, then I'll rate it out of 5. We'll go from there. One thing I will say, this game is hella good fun. It has a little bit of replayability depending on what sort of gameplay you want to actually do. So my first playthrough on this was all about combat ready.
Interference detected.
And I was ready.
Collision warning.
Oh, we missed that balls.
Scatter turret. Enemy craft inbound. Collision warning.
So now we're going to show you a little bit more to do the ship combat. So a lot of it is done with the broadsides.
Moving to engage.
Scatter.
Moving to attack. This is getting too hot for me.
Broadside.
Moving to attack.
Scatter turret. Engines at maximum.
Finish this.
Interference detected.
That's a kill.
Mission complete. Broadsides. Scatter turret. Full stop. Engines at maximum.
Right, let's fly back now that we've done the job.
Accelerating to satellite.
So with this being a Dafuq Is, I'm going to leave the video there. I don't want to spoil any more of the main storyline without giving anything away to what happens. But I would rate this, I'd say, because
Exiting satellite.
it has a little bit more replayability. It only has a little bit, but it's worth playing through it once. I'm gonna say it's a 4 out of 5. But that's only because of the actual movement and combat systems. They are quite the same. Whilst it's still a phenomenally good game, I can't justify the 5s. Thanks for watching, and that's Micky Dee out. Bye bye.